Well, hi everybody. Crash Smash 01 here. If you're just joining us, this is considered part 2 of a very special casual conversation with a Bandicoot, where basically we got to sit down with a local artist who's currently working on a comic series, an animated pilot, interesting and really cool rap music videos, and more, simply known as APHEENX. If you want to check out his stuff, all of his socials, as well as where to find him on Apple Music, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and much more, will all be in the description as well as in the video itself. But we got to do a very cool sit-down interview with him. So if you're just joining us from part 1, great. If not, well, go check out part 1 when you get a chance. Definitely do. It's a good listen. And if you want to check out the full uncut and unedited non-YouTube version of this, go to twitch.tv/crashsmash01, where you can find the VOD or the VOD, and you can listen to it uncut and uncensored. And if that wasn't enough, in addition to that, we will be working soon on hopefully getting the longer version as a special audio-visual version, maybe sometime in the future over on SoundCloud or Spotify, once I get the, kinks kind of sorted out with how a lot of that works. So, but for now, enjoy part 2, check out part 1, and I hope to do more interviews like this in the future as well too, with guests and people. So, with that in mind, I'm going to send you over to Past Me as well as APHEENX for part 2. Take care.
Now, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but your recent 2 music videos, those tie in with issue 1 and 2, correct? Okay, that's why I wanted to double check and make sure. So guys, when you get a chance, obviously not right now, you're watching the interview, but after the interview, go and check out his YouTube, which I will actually link as well too later after the interview, to watch the music videos so that you get an understanding of the narrative for what the comics are like as well too. Now, obviously, I do have to make a special shout out too. Uh, thank you for autographing my comics.
No doubt.
So these are actually pretty dope. Now I'm not gonna spoil the story of the comics, obviously, but like there is a very almost spiritual, I want to even say almost Hinduistic tone to the first one, and a little more to the second one. Were you trying to go with a particular religious aspect or a more spiritual aspect with the first 2 comics right off the bat, or what was the idea behind that, I guess, with the themes?
So, great question. So, without giving too much away,
Right.
there's layers to it. I wasn't really going for any specific religious or spiritual ideology. It was more epistemological
Okay.
in nature. Epistemology. It's more of that mixed in with uh, a generalized outlook on spirituality in general.
Okay.
To I'm more doing this. I took, like, imagine I gave you some puzzle pieces,
Yeah.
but the puzzle wasn't put together, but all the pieces are on the table. And I'm like, okay, now put this together. So that's what you're doing when you're reading it.
Okay.
It's puzzle pieces together, and the reader or the readers
The
have to
audience.
put the puzzle pieces together. And the reason why I wanted to do it that way, is because we're gonna have two outcomes if we do it that way. Ideally, the outcome is everybody put the puzzle pieces together as the like right, because if everybody put together the pieces right, then what happened was nobody taught you, because that's what religion is. Religion is someone teaching you what the right way is. So
Right.
the puzzle's already put together. Now, in ideally, what I would like to do is, let's say the whole world read my comic and they all came to one conclusion. Now, if they all came to one conclusion about these ideals on spirituality and the meaning of life, the meaning of the universe, your meaning, if everybody come together and do that and all come to the same page, everybody just pitched in, contributed to their contribution of creating how things really are instead of being taught. Kind of like this. It's kind of like, say you were say there was like 20 people in the classroom, and uh we talking about dreaming, and we dreaming something specific. So let's say we dream about like unicorns and what unicorns are supposed to do. And then everybody goes to sleep
Interesting example.
that night, and then we all have the same dream. And then when we go to class tomorrow and we talk about the same dream and we give the details, imagine what would happen if everybody had the exact same details. Kind of like what would happen if you did mathematics. So when you taught mathematics, there's no way that you're gonna get different equations if you taught the same math problems. So if everybody is being taught 2 plus 2, everybody's gonna get 4, because you can only get 4. And that's how we get to the truth. We get to the truth by that.
That makes sense. That is a solid answer, good sir. I really like that, and good analogies, especially especially the unicorn.
Random, like how you gonna
Yeah.
how have the same exact dream of like random stuff?
Well, and so like, and I guess that's the thing with art, right? Is art, everyone says, "Oh, art's subjective. Art is, pessimistic, optimistic. Art is art." Like, no, art is just a canvas. You are using art as a blank canvas to write, create, pitch, and tell your story based on your worldly views. So that's why I really dug this, was because I'm a big comic guy. I mean, hell, I'm in the middle of talking about the Berserk comics recently. So,
Okay.
but like I I liked that there's a sense of expanded, almost kind of cosmic world building, with the music videos, with the comics, and, well, the animation, which we'll get to in a moment. But what I want to do too is I want to talk about the second comic as well too, briefly. Now, for those who haven't gotten it, obviously you should buy it. Support your local artists. But the second comic is actually like more of a part two to the origin story, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And so, go ahead.
So the origin story is the backstory.
That makes sense.
Yeah. It's like, so the first comic is like, it's like a presentation
Yeah.
and it's a story, and then it's set up to where it's like, okay, so how did we get there? How did all this happen?
Right.
The second issue is how that happened.
The
How the first
backdrop of it, basically.
exactly.
See, and that makes perfect sense. Which is why, again, I don't want to show off the entire issue. That's not my plan. But again, look at this cover art, okay? Look how beautiful it is. And I already, glossed over the first issue with how beautiful even, like, the first issue looks. But in comparison, like, this would be great, again, as an art printer or canvas. So, and then, like, the fact that I could see this, honestly, not just as, like, a poster, but if we're going to throw a little joke here or two, I could see this at, a college dorm or two with someone, definitely lighting up a couple hits, if you know what I'm saying. So, like,
Yeah.
that's the shit that I could see. Now, I only want to show off just, again, a single example or page of the art. And I'm trying to find one that's like not like super like, spoilerly, but just to give an idea of like the art itself. So like here, there's actually a perfect shot like right here. I'm going to try and cover up most of this. But like take a look at even just that right there. Like, look at the lighting, look at the purple, look at kind of that empty void, look at the character designs, look at all the love that and talent that's being put into this so that, you could see that there's depth to this. And it feels, again, like a good, like, Image comic, a Titan comic, a Dark Horse comic, even. I could see this as like if the comic itself got picked up by like a big publisher or something, I could see it as like a Dark Horse comic or something. So it is more or less a compliment. So bravo, sir. It's great.
So I've seen the when I went to Comic Con in Seattle a few years back, I went past all those tables. Dark Horse table. I seen Image Comics table. Uh, so you say Titan
Titan, yeah.
for that one? I do remember Dark Horse and Image Comics for a fact. Actually went to the Image Comics and I wanted to the reason why I went to the table is because I wanted to see about presenting my comic to them.
How'd that go?
Well, I didn't get a chance to do it. They was
Damn.
real big. But like Seattle Comic Con, that it's a lot going on. A lot going on. It's a huge one.
Oh yeah. Brother, I used to live in Arizona, and Phoenix Fan Fusion is just as crazy. And I've even been to like E3, which is like the holy grail of like gaming and stuff
Mm-hmm.
before. And California, Phoenix, and Seattle are like the big three where it just gets packed. So I get it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh. So like let me ask you this then. Before even writing and making the comics, are you a big comic guy? Are you into comics? Like, what do you like to read?
So, I know this is gonna be cliche, probably, but I like good old fashioned Marvel. I like good old fashioned DC. So, Spider Man, uh, Batman, Wolverine, the X-Men, Thor. That's what I'm into.
Brother, you're talking to a big Spider-Man guy and a big Marvel guy, so I completely get it. I own far too many Marvel comics in this room and statues, including here. I think I still have it. That punk rock Spider-Man statue.
Oh yeah, damn.
Yeah. So I got that as a gift from a friend and like a few other things. So I completely get it. So I'm a big Marvel nut myself, and I guess that would be my next question. Is you're obviously a comic book fan. Uh, did you take any inspiration from Marvel or DC? And if so, like what's been some of your favorite like Marvel DC comics that you read, or like series runs or stuff that you read that you definitely were like, I need this to be what my comic feels like.
So I actually didn't do that, man. I didn't take any inspiration from any superheroes or comics whatsoever, man. I went a completely different route and just came up with everything in a different way.
Hot
I
damn.
like downloaded information from the universe, man, like from the ether. That's how I did it.
It just all
That's,
connected.
yeah, that was my inspiration. And
Hey,
a lot of this stuff was a lot of my comic is also about things that has been on my mind for a long time, has been on other people's mind for a long time. More existential, you know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
Epistemology, metaphysical, uh, those type of ideas and questions and thoughts, and I just turned them into what you see there, what you have there in your hand.
Well, they're definitely good reads, good sir, and I have thoroughly enjoyed them, and I am looking forward to when issue 3 comes out. So you gotta let me know when it comes out so I can snag a copy.
Oh, of course, of course.
So
I'll I'll be doing like pages here and there, doing teasers and stuff like that. So you'll see.
now, for those real quick who don't know, where can they find said teasers if you decide to post them?
They'll be on Instagram. They'll be on my Facebook. They'll be on Twitter, TikTok, that kind of stuff.
Okay. You're pretty active actually on Twitter. You show a lot of like short clips, behind the scenes, stuff like that. And it's pretty cool because there's more of a push nowadays for artists to kind of like show off more of their creative thinking and process online on social media with how they make everything. And I've noticed, especially even on your Twitter, you have a lot of people that follow you and interact with you. I think you just had like what 2,000 followers.
Yeah, something like.
So yeah, so like it must have taken you a while to get to those numbers on all the social media, huh?
Yeah, but actually, to be honest with you, man, I'm most active on Instagram and TikTok. That's like,
Okay.
yeah, my TikTok especially. Um, and so I neglected TikTok for a while. I thought it was kind of lame, but I was wrong, man. I should have been on TikTok a couple years ago. But
Everyone tells me I need to be on TikTok.
I just recently got on it this summer,
Oh,
and
really?
yeah, uh, I don't even know if it was the summer. Maybe No, I might have been early, later than that. Like maybe like the fall, like August or something like that. So
Hmm.
like is I think that's when I got on first started getting on TikTok. And yeah, it's yeah, TikTok is cool.
Well, I've been hesitant on joining TikTok just like you were, so maybe I will join it at one point. I mean, I only just recently actually finally made an Instagram, but I haven't posted anything on there yet for the most part. I'm trying to come up with like, ideas and stuff for it. So I want to get to what me and my friends jokingly say the meat and potatoes of this interview.
Okay.
That animation teaser that you showed me, holy crap. Damn.
Hmm.
Damn. Like that is some pretty fluid animation.
Yeah, man. Wait till
I
the show,
What's up?
wait till the show comes out. It's gonna blow you away.
The fact that it got a series pickup,
Yeah.
like, hot damn. Now, um, obviously, due to copyright reasons, even though he is the direct owner of it, and due to obligations and stuff from what I was explained off camera, I'm not going to be showing the trailer for that on stream, nor like the animation, just because obviously it's your content, it's your stuff. So I don't want to be that asshole. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but from what I've seen, and I believe isn't the trailer actually on like Twitter and like other socials too?
Yeah, it's on my Instagram. Clips on like TikTok and stuff like that. It's not the whole entire thing because it's kind of long.
Yeah, because the whole trailer itself is what, maybe 2 minutes?
It's like pushing 3.
Yeah, because I remember it being a little bit longer.
Yeah.
With the animation, uh, again, big animation nut, and I loved that you incorporated some of your music into the we'll call it the pitch, because this is what it is. It's a pitch trailer. So, what does a lot of stuff between comics and animation get lost in translation? Usually for either budget reasons or for character design reasons or just last minute fixes. Did a lot of the animation in that trailer transition your original visions from the comic well?
Perfect. It did it perfect. Yeah, I was on it. I made sure that that the people that was in charge of the animation and all of that, I made sure that they followed it to a T. Because you see that in a lot of movies.
Mm-hmm.
You might be like, "Oh, it didn't happen like that in the comic though."
Right.
Like and like so I made sure that it went. Now, what I plan on doing is to make things interesting is to do extra scenes that could have been in the comic that was not in the comic onto the actual episodes.
Well, you have to do that because obviously, like, this is going to be an actual animated show. This is going to be an actual animation budget, so you have to kind of like fill in the runtime. That's pretty. It's pretty typical in animation to do that. But the question I guess I have for that, or to tack on with that, the extra scenes, is that going to be stuff that's basically like, and I hate to say this, is it going to be filler? And is it going to be one of those things that's just kind of like, oh, there, just to pad out the runtime? Or is it going to be one of those things that adds more layers and depth to the story?
Like more. It's gonna.
Okay.
I'm gonna make this. No, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna slack, bro. Not gonna slack.
I'm glad you ain't slacking, bruh.
It's gonna be even better. It's
Oof.
gonna be even. Yep.
Oof. Oof, so good. Now, I don't know if you're able to talk about this or not, and I'll kind of vaguely ask the question, but this this was obviously a pitch trailer, but you had told me that it got picked up.
Mm-hmm.
Can you talk about who picked it up and what's going on, or no?
No, I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna make it suspenseful.
Okay.
It's gonna be suspenseful. I'm a some things you have to let people just wonder. Like, I want to see what he. I want to see where this goes and who's involved and things of that nature.
And that
Uh,
makes sense.
yeah. See, you can't tell everybody everything. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, and right, and that's why I wanted to be kind of vague as possible with the question, because I'm like, I know, obviously there's contracts and negotiations and things like that involved with big
hmm
projects like this, so you can't really like break NDA and shit.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but damn, now can I at least let me at least ask this: is the show going to be like, and you're a comic book guy and animation guy, so I think you'll understand this. Is it going to be like an Adult Swim runtime where it's like 15 minutes, 12 minutes each? Is it going to be like a full 22-minute like half hour like show each episode? Like,
Like half an hour. Probably in the middle. Probably between more more than more than 15, but not quite 30.
okay. So roughly 20, 22 minutes, obviously with commercials and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's good to know. Um the animation process itself is beautiful, and you got some talented art, and whoever are the artists for this did a great job. Was there a particular like artist that you like specifically like, oh, I gotta have this guy on the team for this show?
For the animation or for the comic?
For the animation.
Oh no. No, not for the animation. That's company stuff that did that. I was just the overseer and made sure things went the way I wanted it to go. But as far as the comic, yes. That's why I was saying with Ryan, um Francis is cool. Um it's just something about Ryan's his style. His style is just so I'm hoping to have him on working on the third one. So we'll see.
He terrible joke incoming, but he got the magic fingers.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, well, again, guys, I wish I could show you the animated trailer. But if you guys want to check it out, it is on his Instagram. There's clips of it on his TikTok. It's actually even on his Twitter as well too. Uh, what you should do, I notice it's not on your YouTube. You should throw it on there.
Yeah. I keep forgetting to put it on YouTube, man. I keep forgetting that. I need to get on that. I got so much shit going on, man. Like I need a personal assistant or some shit to keep me orderly.
Look, listen, if I didn't have a bunch of projects of my own and shit I had to do, I would gladly jump on the opportunity, but I've got so
Yeah,
much stuff in the pipeline, it ain't even funny.
yeah, man. We
So,
both assistants or secretaries or something.
we do. Look, listen, I need to hire, at the very least, just a coffee guy. Just be like, Greg, you need to go get, like, my coffee and, like, my lunch, and we need to go to this meeting at, like, 5. So, I feel that.
Yeah.
So, we talked about the animation. We talked about the comics. We talked about the music. The other thing too, you actually have some cool merch on your shop. Do you want to talk about your merch real quick?
So I'm wearing my merch right now. I got the Anunnaki bracelet, the Anunnaki ring, the Aventurine ring, green fluorite, amethyst. Then I got the blue halite. Then I got the Anunnaki piece right here. So they got the shirt.
Shirt's
This
sick.
Yeah. So I like the tie. I like the multiple colors, man. So that's like that's kind of like my wave. The
I
whole wave right here I got going on. This is my swag.
I dig the swag, brother. I dig it. The only thing left to really ask you is obviously I have to ask you the what every interviewer does, the obligatory questions, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna make it a little fun. Uh Obviously you got a handful of shit on your plate. You got animation, you've got contracts, you've got music, you've got comics, you've got art. What is there next for you? What can you give us just a small little just a small little like, hey, here's what I'm doing next. Obviously we heard about your NFTs, but like what do you got cooked up in that brain?
So uh highest aspiration, this turned into a movie.
Mmm.
Um and then so but more closer to right now, I'm gonna be doing a bunch of contests. So my contests are gonna consist of in those comic books, especially that second one, there's a bunch of codes and subliminals in there. And I'm gonna be running some contests, and whoever can figure them out the quickest gonna win money, win merch, things of that nature. So be on the lookout. Be on the lookout for that.
Good to
Follow
know.
on social media, so you can find out when I run those contests.
Very good to know, especially just considering the fact that like I was actually going to ask that as one of the comic questions. Were some of the dialogue that was cryptic in the second issue related to that? But you answered my question. So okay. Now you're gonna be busy for a while, so you got a lot on your plate. But like, has there ever been anything that like you want to set aside personal time for yourself to do?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I work out. You know what I'm saying? I used to be a personal trainer back when I lived in Seattle. I'm not really doing that no more, but I still like to work out. Uh, my workouts are not so much on heavy lifting how they were for many, many years. It's more on doing just light workouts, focusing a lot more on cardio and like Tai Chi, Qigong, Falun Dafa. Sometimes they call it Falun Gong. So like, I want to get into focus more on that kind of stuff. So yeah,
A little more personal health, a little more like spiritual health and like spiritual connection with everything. I like it. So
yeah,
you're talking to a guy that does a lot of deep meditation, lots of yoga daily, lots of like power walks and jogging and stuff. So I completely understand. And a lot of my I won't get into too much detail, but a lot of my relationship with the cosmos, the universe, God, different religions are all I'm a true believer in everything everywhere is kind of all connected.
no
So
doubt.
we're all part of not just a singular picture, but
Mhm.
multiple pictures.
Yeah.
So I completely I get that. Now that we know that you want to make a movie. You got your comics, you got your art prints, you got your merch, you got your NFTs dropping soon. You've got an animation pickup, like, and you got your music. A lot of people gonna want to know, hey, when those next fresh beats dropping?
Um, I got some songs on deck, ready to go out. I just haven't dropped them yet.
But they're prepared.
Yes, and then I got a most recent song that I wrote. That I started writing. I didn't finish it because I had got sick and I was sick for a while.
Ugh.
I'm all good now, so I'm gonna go back to that song and finish that, and that'll probably be my next song I put out.
Do we have a expected date of some kind?
No, we don't have an expected date. So the song that I'm gonna put out next is already done. It's called Meditation.
Hmm.
There's a put it on my TikTok and on my Instagram and on my Twitter. I
Okay.
think I did it on my Twitter. So that is what's gonna be released next, and I'm gonna release that video and that song as an NFT.
Okay. Well, I think that about wraps up all of the questions that I had for the most part. Um, and many more. We got to learn some exclusive sneak peeks and and recording and stream exclusives of some projects you're working on. We got to hear and pick at your brain a little bit about the process behind your music, the animation, the comics, and much more. We've learned that you've got a lot of merch, both existing and oncoming. And on top of that, you are going to be a very busy, busy man. So I guess the last thing would just be, was this a good interview? Did you have fun?
Loved it, man. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to talk with you and sit down, man. It was nice. We should do this again.
I'd be happy to do it again, man. Maybe do a follow up sometime in the future.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt. We most definitely will do that.
Well, folks, I know this has been kind of a short stream, but I wanted to personally thank my dear friend here for actually coming by, doing the interview, talking about his stuff, talking about his projects, going through the grind. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in for this short little stream. If you want to check out any of his works and any of his stuff, where can they follow you?
So you can follow me on Instagram. You can follow me on TikTok. Uh, and you can follow me on Facebook and Twitter.
Okay. Also, when I went on your website, you're on Apple Music.
Yeah. I'm on Apple. I'm on every streaming website except for Pandora.
See, I thought you'd also be on Sirius.
Oh yeah, I need to work on that.
Well, aren't you glad I brought it up?
Yeah. I need to figure out how to get on there.
That's fair. Well, with that in mind, guys, we're gonna end the stream here. But I wanted to take the opportunity to at least talk to my friend here. And listen, you gotta, let me know when issue 3 drops. I need to get myself an issue.
Yeah, man, no doubt.
So, but with that, guys, we're gonna end the recording and the stream here. So, sir, you have a wonderful night. Thank you for taking an hour of your time to speak with me.
Cool,
And
man. You thank you again, man, for this opportunity.
no problem, man. God bless.
Take it easy.
Take it easy.